is Huelva, the port city of Andalusia, southwest Spain. There's plenty of watering holes, beautiful beaches, and the Mediterranean climate make it a very restful spot. If you fancy picking up the pace, make your way down to the Carolina Marin Stadium, playing host to the 26th edition of the TotalEnergies BWF World Championships, the last event in the BWF calendar. A week today, we'll be crowning the new world champions. Greeting badminton fans from Paul Hand on day 4 here in Huelva, the BWF World Championships showcasing the very best in badminton. Day 4 moves us on to the second day of second round action on our rich and generous order of play. We've plenty of action to bring you. 24 matches within today's televised offerings on 2 TV courts. Our show court 2 first feature match is a men's singles battle of former top 10 players. Experienced Malaysian campaigner Liew Daren will have to be at the peak of his powers against Prannoy, who took out the 8th seed Angus Nkarlong in the first round. Match 2, a women's doubles featuring the 14th seeds from China, Liu Daren and Jia Yuting, who seek a second win over the pair just below them on the world rankings from India, Prannoy and Reddy. Former world number 1s, Malaysian men's doubles supremos Go and Tan won't have too much experience, but the Japanese duo Okumura and Onodera. Following that, an enthralling all-Asian women's doubles between the Hilo Open champions Hoshi and Matsuda and the French Open champions second seeds from Korea, Lee and Shin. The world has delighted in watching the warm, classy Thai mixed doubles pair rocket up to the world number 1 spot. Wabranukra and Prannoy, remarkably having secured 4 consecutive titles, should have little resistance today against the world number 79 German pair. In match 6, can the Axelsen Slayer from Singapore, Loh Kian Yu, go deep here, having cleared his path at the bottom of the men's singles draw? And we've got all that and so much more great action upcoming thereafter. We're at the second round stage today, slowly honing down to Sunday's business end of the tournament. And, well, as always, competitors coming from all over the world to contest this coveted event. 337 shuttlers from 50 nations showcasing their skills, and we're on to day 4 of the action. This is the men's singles part of the draw, hosting our first match. Daren Liew from Malaysia takes on HS Prannoy of India to take on what ought to be the projected 11th seed Rasmus Gemke. Could he get past his Spanish opponent today? We're focusing on the bottom half of the draw sheets. So lots of second round matches all poised, ready to unfold on day 4. There is HS Prannoy. And these two familiar foes. This is a 9th meeting between the two of them. Prannoy leads 5-3 head to head, and has won the last 2 encounters as well as the Indian. In straight games, incidentally, and both of those showings this year. Once at the All England Open back in March, and then the Indonesia Masters more recently.
Okay, your choice, red or black? Black for you? Black? Sorry, court? Service? Okay.
Okay, so all pretty curt. Daren Liew electing to stay at his end, and Prannoy wanting to serve. World number 32 and the world number 36, just four world ranking spots between the two of them. 5'10", the Malaysian, 34 years of age. His opponent 6 years his junior. Daren Liew from the Malaysian capital, Kuala Lumpur, has been up to 10 in the world. That was in March 2013, 8 years ago now. But his biggest success today is having won the October 2012 French Open Super Series back then. That then nudged him up to the world's top 10. He downed the Russian-born Israeli Misha Zilberman. 21-14, 21-14. Fairly academic, just needed 39 minutes in that one. Now, what of his opponent here? 28 years of age from Kerala in India. 4 match wins, 10 losses coming into this tournament, but he took out the 8th seed Angus Nkarlong on Monday. Really good win there for HS Prannoy. That was a close 3-game affair, as you can see. An hour and 11 minutes required to oust the 8th seed, but he'll be looking to build on that today, having cleared the way. Jakob Sindberg of Denmark in the chair for this one. They're in good hands. And just opposite him, Johannesson, also from Denmark, Christian. Well, I say this one from the top of the bottom half of the men's singles draw, projected to possibly meet Rasmus Gemke, the Dane. But both these two with plenty of tour mileage on the clock, very, very experienced. It's an all unseeded clash. Expectation marginally on HS Prannoy, I guess, leading 5-3 head-to-head and just 4 world ranking spots higher at 32 in the world, but it should be close because this man, richly talented. Both former top 10 players, former number 10 in your picture, but that was 8 years ago now. Prannoy far more current, if you will, 8 in the world 3 years ago, June 2018. So this one just about to get underway. You're in the company of Paul Hand. Great to have you along. Do stay with us for as much of the day as you can. We've got 12 great matches for you, all lined up, ready to unfurl. 5 days to go in this badminton bonanza, wall-to-wall action.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right,
It's only day 4.
Prannoy, India. And on my left, Daren Liew, Malaysia. HS Prannoy to serve. Love all. Play.
Oh, very nice. Kind of half smash there from Prannoy. Prannoy only won 2 matches in his last 6 tournaments coming in here. He was struggling with form a little bit. Indonesia Masters quarter-finalist. Lost first round of the Indonesia Open down in Bali. Very nice.
2 love.
Yeah, he's a long way from that sort of top 10 form that he showed back in the summer of 2018, but he's keen to surge back up the rankings again. What of his opponent, Daren Liew? Well, he was a World Championship bronze medalist, came in 3rd place in 2018, Nanjing did Daren. He's posted the win over Axelson many years ago.
Service over.
Well, the Malaysian
1,
on the scoreboard.
3.
Keen-eyed coach, taking it all in.
Service over. 4, 1.
Oh, wonderful cross smash from Liew.
Service over.
A little bark of approval after that one.
2, 4.
Very efficient kind of player. Seems to play with nonchalant ease, doesn't he, Daren Liew? Been around for such a while at 34 years of age. He's a very experienced campaigner. That's just missed. Oh, hang on, no call, so we're going upstairs. Well, I'm looking right down that line, and even I, with my elderly vision, saw, I'm sure, a little space there. Reluctantly, he says, putting his neck on the line. Always get anxious if I do that, but I'm sure I saw a little slither of space between shuttle and line. Yeah. Drive a bus down there.
Out. Correction. Out. 3, 4. Play.
That's a big straight smash down to the forehand side of Daren Liew, and that seems to be getting a lot of early traffic from the Indian, the forehand of the Malaysian. Winner of this one takes on the winner of Luis Enrique Penalva and Rasmus Gemke, the 11th seed. We touched on that earlier. That's 5th match on 1 today. And of course, down below, Loh Kian Yu, who took out Victor Axelsen, Kantafon Wangchuan of Thailand, the 16th seed, who's not, in all honesty, been up to a great deal so far this year. They're all lurking at the very bottom of the draw in Axelsen's absence now. Oh, that's really precise play from both athletes, and Liew downed after the precision and pace of that Prannoy smash. Again, hammering down towards the forehand of the Malaysian. That was the shot that did the damage, the penultimate one from Prannoy, and that was just magical. Players always looking to land with the minimal scuff action on the court. Searing speed from HS Prannoy. Really fine showing from the Indian, having taken out the 8th seed from Hong Kong, China. 21-19, third game, having lost the opener. He'll be looking to get off to a keener start here, and indeed he is. Daren Liew's last win over Prannoy was back in the Thailand Open, the Toyota Thailand Open, in January. He won 17 and 18 in 40 minutes back then, but has lost the subsequent 2 matches that they've contested, once at the All England Open in March, and as I said, the Indonesian Masters after that. Both straight game affairs to Prannoy. So Prannoy looking for a hat-trick of wins over today's opponent. Or consecutive wins, I should say. Oh, so quick to close that down.
Service over. 9-5.
Oh yes, great body attack from Prannoy. On every time Daren Liew lifts away, unless it's really tight to the back line, he's getting stung. So it's the world number 32, building on the success after the Angus and Carlon win, with a 6-point cushion at the interval.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
He's got a very untroubled face, hasn't he? Looks like doesn't have a care in the world. What a great player he's been.
11,
And he'll be
5.
thinking hard of how he can get his teeth in here. Oh, glorious. Really nice from HS Prannoy. Daren Liew with a change of rackets and the scoreboard motoring forward nicely from Indian fans' perspective. Just a little nibble off the net there from Prannoy, who can do little wrong right now. He's come wheel spinning off the start line as Daren cuts his string bed, so the frame won't buckle. Players pretty meticulous with their equipment. All right, let's which one of these is tighter? Okay.
35.
Straightening the strings, rendering a little bit more control over the shuttle. Missed. He's really feeling the heat right now, is Daren Liew. Half a dozen points successively going the way of Prannoy, who's starting to squeeze the Malaysian into submission in this opener. Yeah, scoreboard pressure now weighing heavy in the opening game on the Malaysian. After 12 minutes, he's right up against it. He's got to be very, very careful here not to cut himself adrift. And if nothing else, he needs to reassert himself about now so that he can get stuck in early stages of game 2. Well, where Prannoy has been pretty immaculate and consistently so throughout, Daren Liew has been anything but. And when you twin those two factors together, you've got a lopsided looking scoreboard. Nice, much better.
6-16.
Well, Prannoy has settled very fast to this show court 2. He was out on 3, the other end of the hall, if you will, when he took his win over Angus and Carlon on Monday. 1 hour and 11 it took him. But he looks good out here, finding his spots, playing with precision and aggression. Really good play there from the net from Daren Liew. You sense that's what he's got to do. Strip Prannoy of any time and space. But as far as game one goes, you wonder at what point the Malaysian might kiss it goodbye. Still invested though, it seems. Oh, that's nice. He's found the line with that. Prannoy wants to challenge.
Prannoy challenges, call in.
Second one off the match. He was his radar was right off on his first challenge, wasn't it? And again, I'm looking down that line. I'm pretty sure Liew has found the line. So he could be out of challenges in this game. HS Prannoy, if he gets this wrong, and I think he has, you know. The beating heart denoting the fact that we're going upstairs to get it checked. Yes, he has made a great challenge, and I eat my words. Beg your pardon, viewers.
Service over.
He was absolutely right.
7.
So he clings on to that one challenge. Challenge frenzy, isn't it? He almost trod on the shuttle there. Oh, he was insistent. It was an immediate challenge, which is exactly what the players have to do, as you know. And he thinks this has gone wide. I'm not going to take a chance. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Found the line. Right on the edge.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 19-7. Play. Game point 7.
13 game points for HS Prannoy, who's been dictatorial here from the offing. That is masterful. Really consistent, really up together, utterly focused, and very, very frugal in error. A terrific, high-class game from the former world number 8. HS Prannoy takes the opening game, 21 points to 7, just over a quarter of an hour required.
Court 2, 20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds.
Well, plenty to ponder for Daren Liew in this unseeded battle of the former top tenors. He's lost the last 13 of the last 15 points, but he's got a chance now to press the reset button and go again. Can he find the pin code to his A game? Much better.
Service over. 1 love.
Keenness in the footwork behind the smash.
fault call.
Service fault called for the first time in the match.
Service over. 2 movements. 1, 2. All. Service over. 3, 2.
Oh yes, good body attacks from Prannoy, who's probably quite inspired by the performance of his teammate and compatriot Kidambi Srikanth yesterday, the 12th seed down in Lishifung on this court in a really good 3-game battle. Former world #1 from India, playing some great badminton to get across the line. Oh, that's nice.
4, 3.
He's been the picture of concentration, hasn't he, so far? And he's blended consistency with attack really very well. Will there be some sort of letdown at some stage? Well, you never know. And as an opponent of a player who's playing in the zone like this, you've just got to sort of weather the storm for a while. Oh, that's brilliant. Pushing for pace there. Daren Liew, really good net play.
4, all.
Such a fine line, isn't it, between kind of over-pressing and just trusting your abilities. He knows he's got it within him to find a way, but he needs to, as I say, access the pin code. A much better start to game 2 for Liew. Oh, that's nice from Prannoy, very deceptive.
Service over. 5, 4.
Good physicality there, just closing down, taking the net. Super play. Found the back line with that.
Service over. 5, all.
Well, early evidence, I guess, tells us that this man's attack has just that little bit more sting on it, an effect so far. Hang on. Suddenly,
6, 5.
a relatively unforced error from the Indian. Little window, little slither opportunity here for Liew. Really well watched off the break off the net. To no avail in the end. Imperious accuracy from HS Prannoy with the smash quality, mixing the attack lines nicely, and he brings parity, scoreboard symmetry back to game 2. Stopping the run of points at 2 for the man who fancied a lie down. Yeah, the Indians done really, really well to contain the Malaysian. and he has denied him any more than a run of 2 throughout the whole match so far. Oh, he's a bit of a graze on the knee of Liew.
6-all.
Let's hope it's not going to start bleeding. But it's okay at the moment. Oh, hang on. So,
Prannoy challenges
called in. HS Prannoy doesn't think so. Another challenge.
Correction, up.
Good call from the lines judge.
7-6. Play. Now. 8-6. Out. 9-6.
4 straight points for Prannoy. Just missing the reverse slice there.
7-9.
But I guess he felt he had enough buffer to go with that one. Now, Daren Liew, who's been under such pressure throughout this match, has to stay intact right now. Didn't see it.
Too high.
Okay, service fault called, and he's really unhappy with that.
He's indicating you're hitting it too high. It's too much of it. So you need to lower the serve.
Well, I guess he's thinking at 34 years of age, look, I've spent years doing this, I'm long in the tooth, and so rarely happens to me, and you can kind of sense his frustration to a certain extent, but you can't argue with the strong arm of the law. It is what it is. You've got to just swallow it and move on. Take your medicine.
Service over. 8.
And I guess as well, it's been said endless times, isn't it? I guess there's an intimidation factor to that kind of reaction, almost in not trying to, but kind of belittling the service judge really with that sort of petulant response. But he seems to be armed with a sense of aggrievement right now, does Daren Liew. The energy is high, and this is a well-contested point. But again, the edge in power means that it's HS Prannoy who, as he did in the opening game, heads to the mid-game interval with a 3-point cushion this time, 11-8.
Call 2, 20 seconds. Call 2, 20 seconds.
Another high-class smash from Prannoy. And it leaves Daren Liew looking just that little bit deflated. The head is starting to sink a shade. That's gone as well.
13-8.
Deep in thought. How can he wriggle free and head towards the sun? Nice deception with the return of serve, but still Prannoy just scoring a lot with this variety from his smash. He just seems to have that little bit more edge in a few departments, the Indian. I called his match against Jonathan Christie, Prannoy, down in the Toyota Thailand Open in January, and he saved 3 match points. And in post-match interview, it's really interesting because Prannoy said that he knew Jonathan Christie would want to finish in style with the sort of high-risk crescendo, and you know, and he's just stayed with him and then just waited for his opportunity to capitalise and just hung deep and beat Christie, the 6th seed back then, in an hour and 15. But just shows the mental tenacity of Prannoy. Really stand out. High class player. That's gone as well, and his scoreboard now is really motoring along nicely. That's a 6th successive point. It's fascinating, isn't it, the difference in levels. You've had this man just not belittling but really owning Misha Zilberman, the Israeli, in his straight game win out here a couple of days ago on this very court, and against Prannoy with just 4 world ranking spots between them. He's really grappling with a very solid performance from the Indian at the moment. Just with something in between the strings there, maybe.
9-16.
So, with work to do then, Daren Liew. Can he play catch up? Good leave.
10-16.
It needs to happen about now for this man to keep an interest in this second round clash. Yeah, good attack.
11-16.
Now, can he get his first run of 3 consecutive points, Daren Liew? He's been stifled and smothered so far by a very good informed Prannoy. Oh, he's found that as well. Beautiful net lift there from Prannoy right into the corner of Liew's court, who can barely believe it. Just, and you have to take your hat off to HS Prannoy, who's really has played such a good match in just keeping Daren Liew, the experienced Malaysian and former top tenor, just under wraps. He hasn't been allowed to flourish and sprout at all. Denied any run of momentum. Good leave.
Service over. 12-17.
Couple of little feathers need removing from the court. All the schools in, you can probably hear them. They're right at the very top of the venue. It's a very tall ceiling and they're just underneath it at the top. I reckon it's a whole year's worth of young Spanish fans from one of the local schools really enjoying their time here. He knows how big that point is. Prannoy,
18-13.
as he in his mind's eye now set sail for home and a probable berth in round 3. Yeah, that's missed as well. Daren Liew pulling the trigger almost out of desperation. Prannoy has been too good today. Played an excellent match, utterly focused, that little bit stronger in most of the things that he's been doing. Yeah, high class net shot off the backhand from Liew. But is it too little too late?
19.
Well, he was 8-16 adrift moments ago. He's doing well just to keep an interest in this one, is Liew. Given what we've seen from Prannoy, all of his quality so far. Can the experienced Malaysian 34-year-old find a way to wriggle out of danger? Oh, it's a lovely little clip down, isn't it? Top draw from Liew. And it was that shot there, wasn't it? Right towards the back line that got the Indian out of position, and that was a 10 out of 10 strike. Prannoy almost had it. But Liew responding well to crisis there. But we've only seen the odd response from the Malaysian, nothing sustained, nothing more than 2 or just 1 run of 3 points, which he's on right now. Now, can he continue with this little run of momentum, Daren Liew? What we sensed was kind of the death of this opening match on day 4 here.
19.
That's it. He knows it. Massive point there to bring up 4 match points for HS Prannoy. played such a well-measured match, hasn't he, throughout. The world number 32 then, on the cusp of victory. Just wants to wait for the announcer to... Oh, that's lovely from Liew.
Turn is over. 17-20.
Longest rally of the match. Almost at the end of it. So, one of the match points saved. How Houdini-esque is this man feeling today? It's gone. Well, building on that Angerson Carlong win, the 8th seed was downed in round 1. Now he's taken out the former top tenor in Daren Liew. It's HS Prannoy that heads through to round 3, keeping his opponent at arm's length. It's a well-managed match. He diffused the attacks of the Malaysian quite nonchalantly today. Very, very solid showing from HS Prannoy, who needed just 42 minutes to ease past Daren Liew, seemingly. 21-7, 21-17. A roar of delight from HS Prannoy and a fist bump. That was some showing. The mask is on, the gloves were off. That was really, really good match from HS Prannoy, coming through with energy intact, ready for game 3. This is what we'll be bringing you next. Ponapa and Reddy take on Liew and Tia of China in a women's doubles clash. Adjacent on the world rankings, these two teams. So do enjoy this one. Don't go too far. Welcome back to a gorgeous sunrise in Huelva, Spain. Our continuing coverage of the TotalEnergies BWF World Championships here. Plenty unfolding on day 4. All the second round matches from the bottom half of the draw. Prannoy through against Daren, Liew